If you had to pick 10 books to represent all of English fiction from the last 100 years, what 10 books would you pick? These are going to be our lists, and we're going to go back and forth one at a time listing out our books. Obviously, I don't have physical copies of all 10 of my books, but I'll keep a running list on screen. And I'll let you go first.
Okay, my first book is Winnie the Pooh because it's very iconic and children's books are very important.
My first book's actually going to be The Spear Cuts Through Water by Simon Jimenez. I just think it's really representative of modern fantasy and where the genre is headed. Here you go.
My second book is The Lord of the Rings. I think it's one of the most iconic. It's a very important book in terms of fantasy. It gathered a lot of readership, so I think that's very important.
Very long-winded. Mujhe a God of Small Things though.
No.
Alright, she's not giving me the hard copy of this book because she has it on her list too, but the next book I have is The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. There it is.
The next book is A God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. I think it's one of the most fabulous.
Alright, while she's cleaning up, my next book is The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. Similar to Spear Cuts Through Water, I think this is really representative for where the fantasy genre is headed, and I think it's an absolutely amazing book. 10 out of 10 for me. Are you done? Are you ready?
My third book is Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro.
While she's recovering, my next book is actually Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. Like Sonia said, I think children's books are really important, and I think Green Eggs and Ham is a pretty classic and iconic one. Are you ready?
My fourth book is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I think it's one of the most iconic books of the past century.
My next book is Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I almost put Lord of the Rings on here, but I think if I have Game of Thrones on here, I don't also need Lord of the Rings, especially given that this is only 10 books, so don't come for me, okay?
My next book is Small Gods by Terry Pratchett. I think it's a very interesting book by the author, and I think it's very important to include humor as a genre in fantasy, so I think it's one of the most important books.
My next one's going to be To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I think it's one of the most iconic pieces of American fiction.
My next book is To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf. Once again, a very iconic book. The way it talks about women and families, it's just very pivotal in literature.
She's given up on actually showing you the books now because she keeps dropping them. My next book is going to be Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. I don't have too much to say about this, but I think it's just iconic and it's an important piece of literature.
My next book is basically a poem, but it's The Wasteland by T.S. Eliot. It's a very important reflection of modern society and modernization in general, so I love it. It's one of my favorite books.
My next one is one I haven't actually read, but it's been recommended to me a lot, and from everything I've seen about it, it seems very iconic and important, and that's going to be Parable of the Sower by Octavia Butler. It's on my TBR, don't worry.
For me, Half of a Yellow Sun is also one of the most important books, but I thought it was a very unique story. I would recommend everyone to read it.
My next book is one I read when I was 6 years old, and I don't have a copy of it.